question that I got asked a lot was, okay, I've got PDA, what do we do about it? Everybody wants to get more done. They want to be able to aim this incredible hyper focus and strong will at actually like meeting goals and living up to our potential and breaking free of, patriarchal capitalist bullcrap. How do we raise our kids with this type of brain? How do we raise kids who have this type of brain too? Like, how do we do this shit? I get it, because you've probably tried everything else. If you are an unrecognized PDA adult, I highly doubt that life has been easy and just stress and trauma free thus far. You've probably tried a lot of self-help and a lot of obvious answers. Before I knew I was PDA, I tried everything from yoga, mindfulness, the Shambhala tradition of Buddhism, chanted kirtan. I was in a band. I danced burlesque. I wrote puppet shows. I have tried a million things to find my people, from unschooling to a life in the circus. And I know it's been a journey for y'all too. Even if you haven't had any major traumas in life, nobody arrives at their mid-40s like factory fresh without a scratch on them. We get here with some damage from living in a world that is actually designed to hurt us and keep us scared and isolated and dependent on medications and products and entertainments. Getting off track. So what can we do about PDA? I will share with you what my favorite mentor, Kristy Forbes, has said that I really resonated with. They talk about how you have to find a life that is autism centered, that is actually friendly to your sensory needs and your family's needs, and you do that by paying attention to what people crave, what people are drawn to, what people are repulsed by. Watch everyone and note when they're in a flow state, when they're happy, when they're getting along, when there are moments of harmony, and you start following this trail of clues and building this life that is based around you and your neurokin and what you need. My main advice is to seek as much autonomy, play, flow, freedom in your life as you possibly can. Demands stink, but there's a lot of them that we can't do anything about, and the more pressure we put on ourselves to do demands, that is actually increasing the stress response to that demand. So what I like to do is actually lean into pleasure, flow, freedom, rest, community, happiness, humor. I lean into the things that make my brain feel good, because when it's happy, I'm able to do more demands. And you start realizing that a lot of the messages you've been given don't apply to you or your family. You may be put under attack for that, because it is going to look different. It is going to look different from what you've been told you should be doing. And it might scare some people. Other people in your family might have opinions or weaponized concerns, because any move towards autonomy is going to take you out from under somebody's control. I call having PDA like having a battery that can only do so many things. Certain demands use up a lot more of that battery than others. The trick is not the demands, it is in finding out what charges up your battery. And that can be really, really, really tricky, because a lot of us have been masking and hiding what we really like to do and who we really are. And so asking that person to be authentic and take care of them is like super scary. Some of us have alexithymia and we don't know what makes us feel good. It can be really hard to set goals or know which way to steer your personal life's rudder when you have an emotional dyslexia. Mentor Kristy Forbes would say that the secret is to build a life around PDA, to find out what you and your family need in a sensory environment, and to create a life that is authentic for y'all. And it will not look like what society or your family or the parenting books say it should look like. It's going to look like something PDA as hell. That might scare some people, and there might be consequences. Every time a neurodivergent person says that it's okay to be themselves, they get attacked. That can be tough. But you know you're on the right track when you start to feel better, when you feel more refreshed, when your battery feels more charged, when you're able to dissipate trauma as it's happening and it doesn't build up inside your body as much. And every little minor thing doesn't feel major, you know? You start to feel better. And so that gives you the strength to be that rebel who's figuring out how things are going to work for them, who's creating their own custom morality and their own custom universe. And I know everybody's resources vary. Not everybody's going to have a lot of money to throw at this. We can't all just quit our job or like buy some lifestyle. I can't do that either. But that's kind of a capitalist idea that we can just like colonize a new space and be happy, or we can just buy this stuff and be happy. I can't give you an answer of like, just buy this product and PDA will go away. PDA doesn't work like that. You have to figure it out for you. That's what PDA is.